Practice Makes Perfecto t-shirts and mugs are now available from Shopee.ph. Check out the link in the description, and don't forget to send me a photo of you with the merch so that I can feature you in future videos. Introducing PerfTracks, my latest jam and lesson video bundles. Available now at perfectodecastro.com/perftracks. Check it out. Hello everybody, Perf the Castro here, and welcome to my channel. And this is PerfTalk. Today's guest, very special guest, is Raymund Marasigan of Eraserheads, Sandwich, Squid 9, and a lot of other acts. The regular Filipino Renaissance man. Kumusta, Rames?
Ayos lang. Good to see you, Perf. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. So, last time nag-usap tayo was very long time ago sa steps ng Club Dread.
In person.
In person, yes. In person. In person, sa steps ng Club Dread.
Last time nasa California yung Sandwich, I missed that bike ride with you, with Mike.
Oh, yeah. Sayang.
I totally missed that. Kasi sobrang dami kong pinsan sa California. Hindi ako makatakas. But I wanted to ride with you guys. Sabi ni Mike, sobrang saya nung ride niyo.
Oo, grabe si Mike noon kasi parang first time niya mag-ride sa downhill trail. Compared sa Philippines, kasi yung downhill dyan, smooth pa rin dahil walking paths. Dito may mga bato. May mga bato tsaka may mga ruts. So yung isang pinagdalhan ko sa kanya, the first run, parang wash out yun Kinabahan siya. As in, halfway nilakad niya. And then the second time around, pinagamit ko sa kanya yung tunay na downhill bike. Tuwan-tuwa. Tinira niya ng tuloy-tuloy. Ayun. So, how are you doing nowadays? Kumusta ang mga activities mo?
Well, trying to survive, trying to adapt. In fact, today we're playing an online show for a Christmas party of a company. So private online show. I'm going to Buong's house. We're doing it without a crew. We're shooting it ourselves. Alam mo yun. So trying to learn during the lockdown, we're all trying to learn how to use cameras, how to use the internet, how to mix better for online shows. Ayun, yun lang, keeping busy, trying to make ends meet, trying to survive 2020.
Yeah. Oh, grabe no, parang yung na-mention ko nga sa ibang interviews parang we got the rug pulled out from under us tapos wala tayong magawa, especially for like yung sa atin yung we're still actively performing, di ba? And then that's entirely shut down. So ngayon, the goal of this talk, which I started nitong lockdown, at the very beginnings of this lockdown, it started as a video call to Francis Reyes, and just kumustahan, and I decided, record natin, and then we'll just talk and see how it goes, and it provides a good insight to the viewers as far as background natin, our thought process, what we look for in gear, all the stuff that people would like to geek about or nerd about, pero it's not really available anywhere. Alam mo yan, wala naman tayong guitar magazine. Yung mga interviews naman it doesn't really delve into that type of info. So this is my contribution so that people get to know us a little bit better. Yan.
Perfect. Nerding out on gear. I love it. Actually, si Francis lives a few streets away. Same street, in fact, from this place where I'm staying right now.
Oy, nice.
In Cubao. Taga Cubao lang yan So.
Nung time na yun, he was still living in his old place. Nung time na yun.
Lumipat na ba? Hindi ko pa alam.
Nakalipat. Alam ko nakalipat na siya And then he started doing his Toast or Roast podcast. So okay, we'll circle back to the current activities, no? But in the meantime, I want to start at the very beginning.
Okay.
Kasi you were already mentioned here by Mike Elgar a while back it was a very interesting very interesting story when you guys first met sa show ni Don Sulueta.
Oh yeah. The TV show, yes. I was interning as a student. That's how I met him and si Mark Lakay. And then we ended up, jamming in Dex's house and forming a band and yan.
So, ikaw, what was the start for you?
I started out in the province, in Candelaria, Quezon, about 2 hours away from here. I started taking organ lessons with all my siblings and cousins to keep us busy, keep the kids busy during the summers. Tapos one by one, nag-drop out na yung siblings and cousins ko. Ako na lang naiwan. And then I ended up playing, which I learned so much from the church choir, playing for the church choir, where I learned how to the Sister Elisa, the church, the choir head, taught me how to, sabi niya, your job is to make the congregation sing, to make the choir sing better, and to make the whole church sing. So parang now that we're playing with bandmates, like 4 or 5 bandmates, like this is easy, di ba? Kasi it's just 4 people, but getting a choir of kids, of high school kids, to sing at the same time, in the same key, with the whole congregation is such a challenge when I was young that parang working with a band now is like relatively easy.
Yeah, kasi
working
you
with
share
a
the
band
load.
with popular songs.
Oh, you share the load. Hindi na ikaw yung nagbubuhat ng buong thing.
Yeah, parang she taught me very, very, very distinct cues and instincts on parang dapat pag sinabi ng pari na ganyan, kakanta na agad sila. Wala hindi yung diba? Hindi yung fader up. Dapat pag sabi ng pari, amen, bam, kakanta na sila. Dapat may cue ka na alam mong kakanta, alam nila na ready na. Ito na yung first note, hindi yung mahina, palakas ng palakas.
Commit ka agad.
Commit agad.
Tapos yung organ is yung parang electone?
The electone. So, bass chord melody.
Double layer, tapos foot bass.
Which I can still play it.
Introducing the Bad 94 Distortion, the Perf de Castro's signature pedal. Now available to order from the following retailers: gcrockboard.com, guitarpusher.com, and from the official website, perfectodecastro.com. Links in the description.
In college nga, I met Buddy and Marcos, and then we were playing in a band, and then I was also in a band with Ellie. Kami ni Buddy were both keyboardists, and then when the other band parang disbanded, nag-merge kami ni Ellie and Marcos and Buddy. I was supposed to be playing bass, and Buddy was playing drums. Punk rock naman di ba? You can play anything. Parang we didn't have a electone organ in college, so parang you play bass, you play drums. I was playing, but I suck so hard in bass. I suck. So si Buddy was always like, no, play this, you're on the wrong note, or wala, lagi ako may mali. And I was like, no, this is the wrong beat, you should play this beat. I said, okay, so we switched, and I found it easier to play drums because of the bass organ combo.
Yeah, yung limb independence.
The independence was easier on the drums kasi I don't have to think about chords. The organ, you're playing the bass patterns, dum 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 dum, yung mga ganon, diba? While trying to remember the chord pattern with a bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, yung ganon combinations. It's like, this is easier because the right hand is playing the hi-hat or the ride, diba? And then so I just shifted the thing to drums, which is actually, I found out that's why I play drums weird, because I play it like an organist.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
hearing the chords and how the bass is relating to the rhythm of the guitar. I hear that not as a drummer, but as an organist, which eventually led me into playing, apparently, how did you think of those beats? I don't know, but because it's the dum tan dum tan tan, I don't think of kick, snare, hi-hat pattern. So I hear it as bass chord, bass chord, bass chord. It's weird, but yun.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that sa Eraserheads ka nagsimula mag-drums.
Yeah. Well, the other band before that, it was called The Curfew. Pero may overlap yun eh. It was like a year in freshman year and then sophomore heads na. But it was basically the same people. It was Buddy and Marcos.
Galing, kasi usually drummers think in terms of rhythm, yung beat, kung paano dadalhin. Tsaka kung paano nila i-interpret yung naririnig nila musically to the drums. Pero in your case, it was the other way around kasi yung music yung yung kailangan mong i-reinterpret into drum beats. It's actually a very good approach kasi that way intrinsic yung drum part sa kanta, sa buong structure ng song. Hindi yung ito yung chords ko, lagyan mo ng beat. Di ba?
It took me a while to learn to think like a drummer, to learn how to play and think like a drummer. Now I can merge both things because 25 years later. But it's the same, even guitar. I learned to play guitar later na. Parang it was organ, then later on a little bit of guitar, and then later drums. But now I play guitar like a drummer, baliktad. So now that I'm playing guitar for Sandwich, the bass, the 3 notes on top is the kick drum, and the 3 strings on top is the kick drum, and the 3 strings sa baba is the snare. So I play rhythm as in dug 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 ta ta dug ta ta dug dug ta dug ta.
Yeah, high low.
High low. So my rhythm playing is now baliktad naman. I never understood it until somebody asked me, why do you play rhythm like that? What do you mean? It's bass snare. So whatever is like dum pa dum pa pa dum pa dum pa dum pa dum pa boom boom. Like, how do you play it? Like, how many times do you strum down and strum up? Sabi ko, I don't know. I hear it as kick snare, baliktad. So my guitar playing is informed by my drum playing naman. So halo-halo in my head, it's not complicated, but if you explain it to somebody who doesn't play the other instrument, it seems complicated, but really it's just all the same.
Hi there. Perf the Castro here, and I hope you're enjoying this episode of Perf Talk. This is just a quick break from the discussion so that I can take care of a few announcements. Early June 2021, I released my signature pedal, the Bad 94 Distortion. You can click on the card above to go watch a full demo video here on this channel. I am very happy and overwhelmed by the positive response to the pedal. In fact, the first batch sold out within the first few days of announcing it. And the second batch is already sold out here in the US. Now, if you missed out on batches 1 and 2, don't worry because the third batch is currently in production. And as it stands, it looks like we can look forward to a fresh batch of Bad 94s every month moving forward. You can order the Bad 94 in the Philippines from gcrockboard.com and guitarpusher.com. In Japan and neighboring Asian countries from the Japan Pedal Builders Alliance official Reverb store. And for the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, you can purchase or pre-order from my website, perfectodecastro.com. Now, I also want to thank all of you who have given their extra support for me and my work on this channel by buying the tabs, the merch, the shirts, the lessons, both video downloads and private instruction. Everything I make from these sales allows me to take care of the small team that helps me run this channel. So rest assured, we will do our very best to keep cranking out videos and content for everybody to enjoy. And when you get your shirt, your merch, or your pedal, or even take a screenshot of our lesson time together, don't forget to send me a photo either through Facebook or Instagram so I can feature you in future videos, as I have done with my friends right here. And finally, I want to invite you all to join my ever-growing list of Perftreons. By joining Perftreon, you'll get access to all the digital goods on my web store, all the tabs, the MP3s, and video lessons, including Perf Tracks, my brand new jam and lesson video bundles. You'll also get into the members-only area for exclusive members-only perks like advanced viewing of all my videos, my entire tab and backing track library, and also join in on monthly Zoom meetings. And of course, your name will be included in the list of Perftreons featured in my videos. And as Perftreon grows, the list of perks will grow as well. Now here's the current list of Perftreons as of this video. Thank you so much for your generous support. As always, all the relevant links will be in the video description, so do check them out. Now let's get back to Perf Talk. Yeah. Actually, before the drum set was invented, yung gitara yung drum set eh.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Kasi sa like here, yung string bands and all that, ang gitara boom chick tung chak tung chak tung chak. Kahit sa rondalya Kahit sa rondalya, ganun ang primary function ng gitara. Siya yung rhythm, siya yung drums. So, ngayon kasi maraming gitarista iniisip na, lead ako, lead guitar, I'm rhythm guitar, ganun. And then, pero in its basic form, the guitar is primarily a rhythm instrument. That's the function. And then, all the while you were doing that, you were also doing other things, diba? You're playing keyboards, kila mic, and
I just like, just like you, I just like playing with people. Parang people that I'm comfortable with. So if I meet somebody that I'm comfortable with, I probably end up in a band with them. Alam mo yun, parang, tapos, organic. It's not parang I'm always trying to look for bandmates. It's just parang, hey, you want to, parang pedicab. Hey, si Jason and Mike were trying to form a band and say, hey, Rames, you want to play bass? Sabi ko, yeah, but okay. I just bought a new parang vintage synth from the Pierre. Naukay ko na synth. Can I just play synth bass? So that ended up being pedicab. Parang ganun. So it's very, very organic. I'm not parang I'm always looking out for a bandmate. But, I just end up being in bands with people. And trying to learn along the way. So parang since Pedicab started, I rediscovered playing keyboards, pero it's bass. Playing bass on a keyboard, which is very, very weird, diba? Para translating the bass that I like, parang from VST bass recordings, parang, how do you play it on a keyboard? Oh, cool. It sounds different. It's weird. It's VST in Depeche Mode, and alam mo yun, parang, and then it turns into Pedicab, parang ganon.
When you're ready for New Pedal Day, use discount code GCPerf10 at gcrockboard.com to get 10% off your entire order. You can use the code multiple times and there is no expiration date. Enjoy. Hindi, ang galing kasi like that's something that wasn't how should I put this delicately. Kasi around that time, like when I was coming out, it was also natural for me to play with a lot of people. Kasi like during that time, we were up and coming, we were learning all this stuff, and of course, the best way to learn is to play with different people. Pero there was also a time na people expect you to be in just one band and doon ka lang, So I mean that's one of my issues back then. Because I was playing with a lot of people. Tapos na dun nagkagulo.
I think no. I think the difference is I was dispensable in the other bands. There's a band where hindi ako pwede absent. Kunwari, Sandwich. We have that kind of rule. Parang if you're the lead singer, you can't be absent. But in the other bands, pwede ako absent because I have, a support role. Ibig sabihin, if I had a lot of bands, tapos may gig yung Sandwich, I have to be in Sandwich. Hindi namin pwede i-sub yung singer. But I have like 3 or 4 subs in Pedicab or in Assembly. 3 drummers to sub for me in Assembly. Alam mo yun, parang mas madali yun, di ba? Hindi tulad nung ikaw, di wala na yung gitarista, di ba? Wala na yung... Which is your band, di ba? Yun yung difference, di ba? Para sa akin, I'm just a support role. So even somebody who just plays regular bass, not synth bass, can play for me in Pedicab and the audience will not mind. Pero pag absent ako sa Sandwich, parang, ay wala yung singer. Parang magagalit yung promoter.
Actually, in my case, ang nag-set ng rule na yon yung original na band. And it wasn't like I was going off and leaving them hanging. Nagkaroon lang ng rule na, you can't hang out with anybody else but us. So,
I'm so sorry. Mahigpit pa yun sa girlfriend.
Di ba?
I'm sorry, Perf. I'm sorry. I know you like to play. You love to play. You play on video. You play with people. So I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not know that.
No, that was it. That was the
girlfriend when I know you can't hang out with other people. It's so sad.
Yeah, that's the main reason. Actually, that's the one that caused me to leave or caused them to fire me or whatever. As soon as I heard that, it's like, no. That's not possible.
I'm so sorry.
That's not possible. Kasi, di ba? I mean,
you have so much music.
Yeah.
I know you have so much music.
No, that's
to share.
That's the very thing. There's so much music, and aside from that, there's a lot of things to take in.
Yes.
And that's my main point, because I'm still soaking up all of these things from different sources that it's unfair for you to ask me not to do that. Because that is contributing to me. to me
To
as a
you,
person.
to your soul.
Yes, exactly.
And to all of us, listening and playing with you.
Yeah, exactly. Kasi kung ano yun interchange. It's give and take and all that. Anyway, so that's in the past. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Ngayon, it's very interesting na when you're trying to learn something new or you come across something new that interests you, you put a band around it so that, meron kang application kaagad.
I haven't thought of it like that, but I think you're correct. Parang if I bought a new drum machine, I'll figure out a song with it before I even read a manual. But I try to make a beat or a groove or something with it, and then put it on something. Not like right now, not necessarily a band. I put it on a video. So, if I'm messing around with new gear or new plugins or something new na musical, I put it on a video because I don't have, I can't go out to see my bands like normal times. So it comes out in a video. But I think you're correct. Yeah. If I want to figure out something new, I apply it right away. Application is key. Kahit na make or break. Parang even it's like 3 weeks later, I did it wrong. But pwede na yun. Alam mo yun, parang I like it. It's wrong, but it's yun yung simula diba? Parang I don't mind messing up. I don't mind messing it up. Like I posted the new video. It's ambient experiments, and then I used the looper. And some guy said, "Para wow, you're using the looper differently." Sabi ko, yeah, because I struggled so hard trying to do the looper thing. I discovered the new way, my way of playing it by not looping it. So I used it as a sampler instead of a looper. Parang a limited sampler, but with live effects. So parang ganon. So I don't mind falling face down and making mistakes. Parang ganon. Parang kasali yun di ba?
Oh, that's how we learn.
Yeah.
So kids, you heard it here. As soon as you learn something, apply right away.
Apply it right away.
Yes. Kasi, I mean, it's one thing reading about it, watching a YouTube video, or learning about it, and just letting it sit in your head. Pero, as soon as you learn something, labas mo kaagad yun. Labas mo kaagad yun, di ba? I mean, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you do it wrong or you mess up. What's important is you're out there and you're making it and you're applying it.
Also having fun while doing it.
Exactly.
This is so fun, diba?
Yeah.
You'll find out parang a few weeks or a few months later, parang, that's so wrong, but it was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I still respect the song. There's always has to be some respect to whatever song you're playing or covering, diba? Without, diba, hindi mo naman pinalitan ng para bastusin yung composer.
Hindi.
But since you're the composer, diba, mas madali yung palitan.
Nice. Practice Makes Perfecto t-shirts and mugs are now available from Shopee.ph. Check out the link in the description, and don't forget to send me a photo of you with the merch so that I can feature you in future videos. Introducing PerfTracks, my latest jam and lesson video bundles. Available now at perfectodecastro.com/perftracks. Check it out. Where are you drawing your inspiration from?
I don't know. Parang I trained myself to be open to anything. Parang always listening, always watching, always reading. If I hear or read or see something interesting, I put it in tawag namin, me and my bandmates call it a bank. Nakabangko na yun. Parang, if you hear something interesting, like a cool lick, I'll probably record it on my cell phone or whatever. So there's banks and banks, para may banks ka ng lines for lyrics, lines for first line of the chorus, title of songs, alam mo yun, that's for words, and for sounds, para, that's a cool sound. What if you do that to the drums? Or what if you put distortion on whatever, on the snare, para mga ganon. So collecting sounds and riffs and grooves, and it's all in little folders in my computer. So when it's time to write something, para, I have something for that. So when kunwari si Diego would send me a guitar part, It could be a riff or a chord progression or, di ba, parang half a chorus. Oh, I have something for that. Alam mo yun, in this tempo, in this, or something to contrast it, something totally different. So just, just being open and trying to collect things. I do it daily. So when I wake up, I play drums. Muna, wala lang. Just like playing, working out on things. That's like my meditation. Playing drums is like my meditation. I'm not on my phone, but I'm not on the internet. You're just playing. And then trying to work on things na parang, that I'm interested in or difficult for me physically. So that's a different part of the brain, diba? Yung playing without any purpose and then playing with a purpose to practice is different. That takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes depending on whatever. Gising na ako niyan after that. Diba? Mahirap na gumising sa age natin diba? Para ayaw bumangon.
Yeah.
But when you're going to play guitar or drums, that gets you excited. Right away. I turn on my workstation and then make something. Whatever it is. The first thing that comes to mind. I work on something. I don't finish it unless I have a deadline. I don't finish it. So there's like little things. It could take an hour or 2 or 3. But I work on something. It has to be done. Dapat may magawa ako in our, otherwise there's no parang I won't pursue it. I put it in a folder and then come back to it anytime. But I try to make something, parang I make it a habit to make something at all times. Para when you need something, nakabangko lahat, diba? Do you need hip-hop beats? Do you need weird electronic shit? You need, indie rock guitar, diba? Whatever I'm interested in. Reggae, whatever.
That's interesting kasi the typical notion the typical impression of other people of us artists, is that we pluck songs out of the air.
But they're there. They are in the air. You just need to pluck it.
Yeah, but at the
diba?
same time, it's not like yung kababanggit mo lang, in order for us to pluck it out of the air, we have to work on it as well. I mean,
yes,
we sit down and hash it out and work it out and burnish it and polish it until, alam mo yun, hindi yung we pluck it out of the air and it's complete already and it's a hit. No, that's
I wish.
I wish it worked that way too.
I wish
it worked that way. Pero nowadays siguro mas may awareness na. But I remember when I was starting out, when I finally told my parents that I was going to be a musician, parang, magigitara ka lang buong araw, wala kang ibang gagawin, hindi ka magtatrabaho. No, this is work. This is, I'm working on my craft. I'm working on my skill. Hindi naman ako pinanganak na magaling ako maggitara eh. Diba? Or like in your case, you find something interesting and you work on it so that it becomes, a viable means of expression.
Yes, I agree.
So it's not just I pick it up and I'm amazing right away. No, that's not the way it works. Unfortunately, I wish it was.
Yes, we have friends who are virtuoso na kahit anong hawakan, magaling na agad in a few days, diba? But yeah, I know, I agree. It takes a lot of work, a lot of hard work just to get something going.
Yeah. And hindi rin natin alam yung process nila kasi baka sila they work doubly hard that way. It makes it they make it look easy for the rest of us. I mean, everybody else just sees the tip of the iceberg, not the work that goes behind it. Introducing the Bad 94 Distortion, the Perf de Castro's signature pedal. Now available to order from the following retailers: gcrockboard.com, guitarpusher.com, and from the official website, perfectodecastro.com. Links in the description. So every day you wake up, you start on something, whatever it is, play drums or play guitar.
Something could be beats, chord progressions, grooves, or I'll choose an instrument, kunwari a drum machine, a synthesizer, a guitar, choose it and just like noodle around, just play things and then, this is interesting, or trying to interpret something on something else. Kunwari, recently I heard this song, parang ang ganda, Perf, parang style mo, yung plucking guitar na
finger
but
style.
I can't physically do it.
Okay.
I can't. So what I did is like I played it on the keyboard very slow and then sped it up sa do. Parang doing things, parang reverse technology things. Pero okay, I can play it on the keyboard, which is weird then, diba? Kasi iba yung guitar fretboard sa keyboard, and play it. It's not exactly the same, pero yun yung inspiration. Or another thing is, kunwari, it's a 16th note thing na doing doing the plucking, right? It's a 16th note pattern. I'd play all the 8 notes and then overdub yung gitna, the 16th, the other 8 notes. So I'll play the 8 notes and then overdub to make it sound like, wow, I'm playing the whole thing. Parang, I play things like these, parang, and then I let the guitar players figure it out. And you're like, okay, I'll give it to the band. This is what's in my head, but I can't physically play it because I don't play fingerstyle, plucking guitar. But I can play it in 8 notes, diba? I can pluck the 8 notes clean and then the in-between notes, overdub it. And it sounds like, it kind of sounds like that, but I'll let them play it.
That's actually a production technique. Yung Def Leppard, when they recorded Pyromania, pagpakinggan mo yung record na yun sa headphones, yung mga clean sound ng gitara, talagang malawak, tapos pag nasa headphones, talagang gumaganon. Yung describe mong process, that's how we recorded it. Isang chord, so isang track, 8 notes, and then yung next track, 8 notes na naka-displace, pero yung ibang strings naman. Tapos pinan nila sa... Ganon.
See.
Ganon
I never knew that.
Yeah, I mean,
papakinggan on the way to work na, papakinggan ko.
Pakinggan mo. Lalo na yung record na yun, landmark yun sa as far as guitar sounds go. Kasi nga, dahil sa ginawa nilang yun. Like some songs, they dedicated one whole track to just one note, one string. Tuloy-tuloy lang. And then next track, ibang string naman sa buong chord. Tapos nun, magic na lang sa mixing kasi it's more of a sonic thing.
That's harder for them because they did it on tape.
It's on tape, 48 tracks,
diba?
Synced, walang automation. So,
because now I do it, diba? I only have to do it 4 or 8 bars.
Yeah.
Diba? And I can loop it.
Yeah.
But I can copy paste, but they had to play the whole song through, diba? Mas mahirap yun, without faltering, diba? Without messing up. Wow, that's tapos great. That's a good story.
Pagdating ng mix down, 3 engineer yung nasa 48 channel na board.
Nasa board, diba?
Nagawa ganun.
You're on the E note and
Exactly. Grabe. Hi there. Perf the Castro here, and I hope you're enjoying this episode of Perf Talk. This is just a quick break from the discussion so that I can take care of a few announcements. Early June 2021, I released my signature pedal, the Bad 94 Distortion. You can click on the card above to go watch a full demo video here on this channel. I am very happy and overwhelmed by the positive response to the pedal. In fact, the first batch sold out within the first few days of announcing it. And the second batch is already sold out here in the US. Now, if you missed out on batches 1 and 2, don't worry because the third batch is currently in production. And as it stands, it looks like we can look forward to a fresh batch of Bad 94s every month moving forward. You can order the Bad 94 in the Philippines from gcrockboard.com and guitarpusher.com. In Japan and neighboring Asian countries from the Japan Pedal Builders Alliance official reverb store. And for the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, you can purchase or pre-order from my website, perfectodecastro.com. Now, I also want to thank all of you who have given their extra support for me and my work on this channel by buying the tabs, the merch, the shirts, the lessons, both video downloads and private instruction. Everything I make from these sales allows me to take care of the small team that helps me run this channel. So rest assured, we will do our very best to keep cranking out videos and content for everybody to enjoy. And when you get your shirt, your merch, or your pedal, or even take a screenshot of our lesson time together, don't forget to send me a photo either through Facebook or Instagram so I can feature you in future videos, as I have done with my friends right here. And finally, I want to invite you all to join my ever-growing list of Perftreons. By joining Perftreon, you'll get access to all the digital goods on my web store, all the tabs, the MP3s, and video lessons, including Perf Tracks, my brand new jam and lesson video bundles. You'll also get into the members-only area for exclusive members-only perks like advanced viewing of all my videos, my entire tab and backing track library, and also join in on monthly Zoom meetings. And of course, your name will be included in the list of Perftreons featured in my videos. And as Perftreon grows, the list of perks will grow as well. Now here's the current list of Perftreons as of this video. Thank you so much for your generous support. As always, all the relevant links will be in the video description, so do check them out. Now let's get back to Perf Talk. Once you collect all these ideas, put it in the bank, and then you pull them out and start working on them. How do you know when you've already done all you can to this particular piece of music?
It's very quick. It's very quick. Parang I can if somebody parang if you need a song, I think I can tell right away pag patapos na yan. Alam mo yun? I think it never ends. If you think about it, parang years later, we play the songs that we've done in the past a little differently, diba? Iba na yung may konting iba. So I guess I wanna finish it na parang ito na yun at this moment. So I need to stop everybody. Parang this version at this moment where everybody is happy. What I learned is you can change it in the future. We can change it in the future. That's why it can be faster, slower in the future. I don't mind if we change the key pag bumaba na yung boses, diba? Or even change the guitar tone, diba? Not so drastically, of course. Pero parang you can edit in the future, diba? That's why nobody minds. Diba? Yeah. Nobody minds if Betamax or Sugod is a little slower or faster, or diba? I'm sure it's tighter now than we played it, diba? 10 years ago, diba? Parang ganon. So I think nobody minds these things. So I want to finish it and be that best. It's that best version on that day that everybody's happy with. That's when I know it's finished.
I think that's key. Yung kasi you're basically preserving a moment in time, eh.
Yes.
Diba? Like
it's like taking a picture. And this is my best for the day, but tomorrow I probably won't like it, diba? Parang I would probably like a different hair, different lighting. But today, ito na yun. Parang I'm not in my studio. I don't have a nice camera or nice lights, diba? Parang, but this is the best for the day, diba? Parang, and I'm excited to talk to you. I'm not gonna Perf, I don't wanna talk kasi pangit yung ilaw ko eh. Tsaka wala yung camera, tsaka yung background ko hindi mukhang music, diba? Parang hindi eh, diba? Parang but we gotta do it. We just do it.
Yeah. yeah, exactly. Because it's easy to become perfectionist and it never ends. You know?
It never ends.
Kasi yung the way you feel about things also changes eh. Kumbaga ngayon, I'm happy with this tone. Tapos pakinggan mo kinabukasan, ang pangit naman yan, ang talas or ang ngongo or you know, and you end up chasing it and not finishing. And then walang lalabas, 'di ba? And then eventually you'll get tired of the thing.
Mm-hmm. My latest greatest discovery is this is groundbreaking for me is I can change lyrics.
Okay.
Kasi there are songs 20 years ago that I wrote na when I listen to it na that's very juvenile or kadiri. I mean you cringe kasi ang cute masyado, hindi ko na kaya yan, 'di ba? Parang but I realized, I can tweak it. I can change it a little bit to suit me 2020 without drastically changing the whole. I've changed whole verses to mean it something different. Parang nobody notices. Nobody notices. Diba? Unless you change like the general idea, nobody really notices.
So parang
there are
libro.
sandwich songs that we recorded 20 years ago that I can't sing them. I can't sing them anymore. It's too cute for me. But then I tweak it a little bit. Para I can sing it now. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Parang libro, there's the current edition. Kumbaga, yun yung first edition, second edition, third edition.
I'm not a purist. Kunwari, di ba? I'm sure there are guitar lines that you've done 20 years ago that you kind of cringe doing. I don't want to do that now. Di ba? Or that sound, I don't want to do that sound now. So you update it to your sound now without changing, di ba? With all respect to the music and the song, diba? You change the sound, probably nobody notices but the guitar nerds, diba? Parang, you kind of change that riff, diba? Parang a little bit, you change the feel, diba? But without changing it drastically, diba? I'm sure Juan de la Cruz is never, they don't sound the same, diba? In Beep Beep, no, Beep Beep like 30 years ago and Beep Beep now, diba? Parang, I'm sure they use a different guitar tone, diba? They use different equipments, diba?
From concert to concert, iba rin.
Nag-iiba rin, diba? Parang, we won't complain, I won't complain.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah,
si Pepe changes the lyrics to his songs all the time. Nobody complains, like, you can change lyrics. Cool. to suit him at the moment. Diba?
That's actually huge. That's actually huge. I never thought of it that way. Kasi like some songs I wrote dati doesn't fit the way I feel now. That's why I'm not comfortable singing it. You know?
So your challenge is what could you do as Perf now 2020? What could you do to this line to make it you now without syempre may parameters without changing the melody or the general thought na nakakainis naman ba't mo pinalitan yung line na hindi ba? But there has to be a way that you can change it, like switching things, switching rhymes, changing a little word here or there. Oh, that sounds funnier to me now. I think I can sing that now. Diba?
That's huge. That's very interesting. Kasi like even when people cover other people's songs, whether they're conscious or not, sometimes they change the lyrics. You know, so if it's okay for those who cover songs to change lyrics, then why shouldn't it be okay for the ones who actually wrote the wrote the words to change their own words?
I think as long as there's respect to the song, I still respect the song. There's always has to be some respect to whatever song you're playing or covering, diba? Without, diba, hindi mo naman pinalitan ng para bastusin yung composer.
Hindi.
But since you're the composer, diba? Mas madali yung palitan.
Nice. When you're ready for New Pedal Day, use discount code GCPerf10 at gcrockboard.com to get 10% off your entire order. You can use the code multiple times and there is no expiration date. Enjoy. Have all your bands been like they're all collaborations? They're all like
what do you mean? How do you mean?
Like the creative process, has it always been a collaborative effort sa lahat ng ginawa mo or sinalihan mo?
I like it to be like that so they have ownership.
Okay.
If you work on a song, whatever it may be, you could contribute like a line or a drum beat or an arrangement idea, you will own that song di ba? Para I'm part of that song. Di ba? Kahit I don't care if you contributed just the title. You have equal share. You have equal ownership. That's just me. I don't if other people have their different ways, I don't care. Pero for all my bands, whatever you contribute, kahit dumating ka lang sa studio while we were working on it, tapos nagte-text ka lang, nandun ka, yung spirit mo, kasali ka sa... Because when you promote or play the song, you feel, di ba, this is my song too.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah. You're part
diba?
of it.
You're part of it. And ownership is a big thing Kasi may connection ka na sa song Di ba? May connection ka na sa music na yan. Kasali ako sa gumawa niyan. Di ba? Hindi parang, let's sing Raymund's song. Hindi Let's sing ours. So whatever song the promoter asks us to sing, kunwari lang for Sandwich, can you please sing this song? Sure, everybody will say sure. It's not gonna be like Rain's song or Diego's song or Myrene's song. It's our song, yeah. Any song in our catalog is our song because I was part of that music getting done one way or the other.
Nice.
I didn't just play guitar on that, diba? I contributed to that song. I have an ownership to that. So when you make a video, you want to look good in it. And if you want to promote it, you'll promote it because it's your song din Diba? It's not just the singer's song, diba? It's not just the guitar player's song.
May stake ka dun. You have a stake in it. So typically, the process has changed somewhat. So you guys email parts back and forth?
Yes, because everybody now are parents and taking care of kids in their houses. So now we'd rather jam. Like it's the same for you. I'd rather jam face to face, but because of the pandemic, everybody started recording at home. Everybody, even my bandmates who do not care about recording, like si Myrene or Mike, they don't care about recording at home. Diba? They want to jam. Parang now they have workstations. They have audio interface cards and diba, and mics, and they have to learn how to use GarageBand, the very basics. So they can send decent tracks, diba? So everybody's adapting.
That's amazing. Kasi like I've been doing the pandemic thing ever since I've been doing it like even way back in the Philippines. Kasi there was one record, alala mo yung Sonic Foundry Acid when it was like really new?
Yes. I had Acid.
Yung loop, diba?
I learned how to chop.
Yeah.
In Acid.
Yeah. And then ang uso pa nun yung forums, di ba? So I met these guys from here sa forums na, oh, I'm putting together this benefit CD and I know you're in the Philippines, but if you'd like to contribute a track, you know, you can do so, and if you want to play on my track, you can do so. And what we did was we would burn CDs and we would mail it. So pagka-record mo, 2-3 months pa niya para pa niya matatanggap 'yun. Kasi dial up nun eh. I mean, you can't, di ba? Ano ba yung papadala mo? MP3s were like huge. It's like, buong araw ko ida-download yan. You know? Di ba? And you can't send, 28 kilohertz na, or whatever, 28 kilohertz na sampling rate. Hindi pwede kasi hindi maganda yung tunog. So, but I did that. I did the acid thing. And then when I got here, nung bumilis na yung internet, I was part of a website called cyberjamming.com. And we were doing this pandemic thing without video kasi hindi pa supported nun, but we tossed tracks back and forth. And then nung nagkaroon na ng video, Sony Vegas pa yung gamit ko nun. Sony Vegas pa yung gamit ko nun. And then it was just something that's there na available na, and well, I didn't think it would turn to this, to our situation right now, but there was this possibility of playing with other people remotely that would lead to more interesting musical avenues, no?
You're a pioneer.
If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up like, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. 2016, meron akong nilabas na video na virtual jam. Ako, si Chuck Isidro, si Mali Paraguya on bass, si Paco on drums, si Manuel, and Francis Reyes. And what I did was, may pinost lang na video si Paco of him doing a beat. Tapos, ang uso nun yung pamplemousse eh. Yung, you take, parang found musical phrases tapos ilulup mo. So, niloop ko yung drum beat niya, tapos nilagyan ko ng chords. Tapos pinadala ko yung MP3 sa kanila. Oh, you solo over this, solo over this, solo over this. Mali, lagyan mo ng bass. Tapos bino ko na ganun.
Cool.
Tapos yung pagkagawa ko ng video, parang nag-call in yung bawat isa, tapos nag-solo, tapos nag-call out. Ganun. Parang Zoom. Parang Zoom.
Ilabas mo ulit.
Oo nga, i-re-share ko yun.
Throwback
Pero
Thursday, diba?
somebody found it, and it's like, pandemic 2016. Nakakatawa. But it's kind of sad lang na it took something like this for musicians to embrace the new technologies. Kasi I mean, there's a lot who can't be bothered, you know, to learn all of this. It's like parang it's either they're too intimidated na hindi ko kaya and I'll never be able to figure out, or no, I just want to play. I'll just leave that to somebody else. But the good thing is nowadays, now that they're doing it, they realize na kaya ko pala eh. Diba? Which is great.
Tawag ko, nabudol ako eh. Parang niyaya lang nila ako ni Echo because they had a little band happening because they've been biking together. Si Bajao, si Echo, and si John Napura who plays with Ebe and several other artists. Tapos feeling ko niyaya nila ako magbanda because I have a studio.
Practice Makes Perfecto t-shirts and mugs are now available from Shopee.ph. Check out the link in the description, and don't forget to send me a photo of you with the merch so that I can feature you in future videos. Introducing PerfTalk, my latest jam and lesson video bundles. Available now at perfectodecastro.com/perftracks. Check it out. Picking up on our last conversation, this was supposed to be like a studio tour, you know.
Okay.
But before we get into that, I've had people asking me, what is a producer? Yun na lang. Kasi I want to pick your brain din. Kasi the last time we talked about this, we were sitting outside Club Dread EDSA and we were comparing notes. You know, how do you record drums? How do you record guitars? And so on. So ano ba yung ginagawa ng producer?
I think a producer, iba-ibang producer. But in my opinion, ikaw yung bridge for the artist na lumabas yung vision niya or yung naririnig niya. So parang you will help the artist na manganak ipanganak. Yung nasa isip niya, yung naririnig niya. Parang ganun.
Kasi there are different types of producers. May mga hands-on, merong zen style na producer, meron namang he takes care of everything else para wala nang ibang isipin yung artist. Which style do you usually adopt?
Oh, ganda yan. I think I try to stay out of the way of the artist, and I try to give solutions when the artist hits a wall, because artists can get too laser focused on specific things like guitar tone or effects or chords, diba? Parang they can get married to a certain part. As producer, I am not attached to anything. So kunwari, it's a band, kunwari, they have a problem. Hindi nila matawid there's something wrong with their song that they can't figure out. But you listening from the outside, because you have no attachment, you don't care. You can help them edit, diba? Parang, oh, you don't need this part, or extend this part, or diba, parang stop arguing about the guitar tone. It's in this section, it does not matter, diba? You have 3 guitars, it does not matter. Minsan ganun they can get stuck. So I just have to nudge them. And I always tell them parang, whatever I tell you, ultimately it's going to be your choice. But I will give you several choices that may help you solve your problem. And those, hindi naman importante sa akin kung one of those choices, parang it could be a way for them to figure out another choice from my choices. Diba? Parang, so my thing is I'm not very precious about editing. So I can give them parang, maybe it's a chord progression issue, maybe it's a groove issue, maybe it's a tempo issue, maybe it's a melody issue. And I'll give them several suggestions, and it's up to them. To try anything. They can try it. They don't have to try it. They can keep working on the same thing. That's what I think I'm doing. I just gotta stay away and let them, diba?
Yeah. And then, depending on the artist, do you change your approach?
Every artist is different. And every artist has different challenges, which is exciting for me. Nobody has the same issues, diba?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Ang galing eh. It's very, very different.
Ngayon, without naming names.
Actually, every song by every artist is different.
Talaga?
Diba? Parang galing eh. Our job is so weird, diba? Parang you're faced with different challenges, and then if they don't, you come up with a solution, and then sometimes I hope they pick that solution, and if they don't choose that solution, ibabango ko and I'll remember it and use it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you gain more knowledge.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, that way, walang idea na wasted, no?
Oo, I'm very brutal with editing, but like you said, no idea is wasted. Hindi sayang, parang naku, sayang naman yung riff na yun, ang ganda. But there's it's competing with another riff, diba? Parang, just use that riff somewhere else, don't worry about it, diba?
Introducing the Bad 94 Distortion, the Perf de Castro's signature pedal. Now available to order from the following retailers: gcrockboard.com, guitarpusher.com, and from the official website, perfectodecastro.com. Links in the description. Without naming names, or you can name names if you want to, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. So the first one would be, which project or which experience was your most rewarding as a producer? And the second question would be, which one was the biggest headache? Without naming names if you don't want to.
Maganda yan. Okay, ang hirap yung best kasi they all bring something. I always come out of a production always excited and happy. Wala pa, bihirang-bihira yung except for one. But I might also be at fault. The first band I ever produced was Sugar Hiccup. Ellie asked me to co-produce with him. We didn't know what we were doing. But the band was great. The band was really good. They could sing and play. They were weird. They were all kinds of we're not. So, and they were open to experimentation, except for the bass player. I'm sorry. He was just difficult to work with. He just disagreed with everybody. Si Russell. I'm not mad at him, but it was just so difficult that I didn't want to work on the second album.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
But it was a great band. The drummer is Mervin, who's now with Imago. He was He did it in one take. Si Melody was a great guitar player. She was way ahead of everybody. And then si Sandro was a really good singer. He would come up with melodies and harmonies on the fly. So they were very easy to work with because coming from the heads and we weren't very technical, it would take us hours to do a proper take and they would just play it. Diba parang, but the bass player was just so difficult. Parang, it was just a personality thing. Maybe I didn't know how to manage it. We were in our 20s, diba? We were all volatile and diba? And it was our first project. So that was the hardest. My favorite, I can't choose a favorite kasi everybody na masarap i-record. I'll just name a few bands na masarap i-record. Parang The Jerks, we got to record The Jerks in their prime. At the same time, we were recording Sugar Hiccup because they've been playing in Olongapo and Japan and Manila. Lutong-luto yung banda. They've been playing these songs for several years already.
Is that the one recorded at Bob Aves?
No, unfortunately, they never released it.
Okay.
Hindi sila, there was something, may disagreement sila with the record company, and then the project got shelved.
Oh, sayang.
So, but it was the first band we've ever recorded live, parang 90% live, except for the vocals. Because they were just jamming. It was like I'm imagining recording the Black Crowes or the Chili Peppers. Magkakaharap sila, parang, and Sinitoy was just like, can you do a solo? And then you would do a solo. Every solo that he would do was different. From the last, wala siyang nakapakong solo.
Pero
so
pasok
parang,
lahat.
Can you try? Pasok lahat. Ang hirap pumili and we were young to make him stop. No, stop. This is it. Diba? But we were just enjoying it, diba? It was a good lineup. Tapos unfortunately nga, it didn't get released.
Sayang. Pangarap ko i-produce sila eh.
Grabe.
Yeah. During that time, it's like I was trying to get them in the studio then, but you know.
I love good drummers. They are my favorite. Yesterday, I recorded si Bajao of the Four of Spades.
Oh, I saw that on your IG.
Yes, parang
photo ka.
Actually, tawag ko nabudol ako eh. Parang niyaya lang nila ako ni Echo because they had a little band happening because they've been biking together. Si Bajao, si Echo, and si John Napura who plays with Ebe and several other artists. Tapos feeling ko niyaya nila ako magbanda because I have a studio. So I got sucked into the band and then I started playing with the band and then I enjoyed playing with the band. And this happened in the span of 2 weeks. So niyaya nila mag-jam. Feeling ko niyaya nila para lang sila maka-jam sa studio. That same weekend, we played a gig in La Union and I'm like, let's just record this when we go home. So kahapon, pag uwi namin Sunday, we took a break. Monday, I fixed from the demos, I quantized everything para may guide tracks. I mean, I just tempo corrected it. I didn't quantize anything. I tempo corrected it. Tapos, he played almost first takes.
Wow.
Kami ni Shinji was like, this is so fun. Masarap lang. No unnecessary fireworks, no gospel chops. He was just, you would give him an instruction like, remember when we were in La Union and this girl started dancing? Kasi maluwag yung demo eh. The demo had guitar, bass, and it was them jamming on an iPhone. So walang laman wala halos information. It was basically parang the guitar comping to a bass line. Ganon. So, yung first take niya, maraming laman. Sabi ko, no, stop putting all those things. Remember when that girl started dancing with a light, interpretative dancing while we were playing? Sabi ko, that's the vibe. And it took him 2 takes and then he gets it. Sabi ko, I remember recording si Vic of Chico Sai. I recorded him with Franco for a couple of songs and parang, grabe, it's like programming a drum machine. Yung mga ganun.
Hi there. Perf here, and I hope you're enjoying this episode of Perf Talk. This is just a quick break from the discussion so that I can take care of a few announcements. Early June 2021, I released my signature pedal, the Bad 94 Distortion. You can click on the card above to go watch a full demo video here on this channel. I am very happy and overwhelmed by the positive response to the pedal. In fact, the first batch sold out within the first few days of announcing it. And the second batch is already sold out here in the US. Now, if you missed out on batches 1 and 2, don't worry because the third batch is currently in production. And as it stands, it looks like we can look forward to a fresh batch of Bad 94s every month moving forward. You can order the Bad 94 in the Philippines from gcrockboard.com and guitarpusher.com. In Japan and neighboring Asian countries from the Japan Pedal Builders Alliance official Reverb store. And for the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, you can purchase or pre-order from my website, perfectodecastro.com. Now, I also want to thank all of you who have given their extra support for me and my work on this channel by buying the tabs, the merch, the shirts, the lessons, both video downloads and private instruction. Everything I make from these sales allows me to take care of the small team that helps me run this channel. So rest assured, we will do our very best to keep cranking out videos and content for everybody to enjoy. And when you get your shirt, your merch, or your pedal, or even take a screenshot of our lesson time together, don't forget to send me a photo either through Facebook or Instagram so I can feature you in future videos, as I have done with my friends right here. And finally, I want to invite you all to join my ever-growing list of Perftreons. By joining Perftreon, you'll get access to all the digital goods on my web store, all the tabs, the MP3s, and video lessons, including Perf tracks, my brand new jam and lesson video bundles. You'll also get into the members-only area for exclusive members-only perks like advanced viewing of all my videos, my entire tab and backing track library, and also join in on monthly Zoom meetings. And of course, your name will be included in the list of Perftreons featured in my videos. And as Perftreon grows, the list of perks will grow as well. Now here's the current list of Perftreons as of this video. Thank you so much for your generous support. As always, all the relevant links will be in the video description, so do check them out. Now let's get back to Perf Talk.
Also, good singers. Good singers. Great singers, actually. I've recorded great singers. Si Aya.
Mm-hmm.
Aya de Leon.
Yeah.
O parang
I love her
whatever
voice.
whatever state she's in. Bagong gising, galit, masaya, anything. She just sounds great. Si Meish din. Si Meish of Moonstar. She'd come in a little bit sick and then she sings and everything parang may filter lahat. Parang how did they do it? Diba? Parang it takes them like 1 second to warm up and then they're ready to go. Tapos si Ebe, Seb's amazing. When he used to smoke and drink, dadating siya, tas, how do you have that voice? Para kang may compressor at reverb built in. Parang, Shinji, may reverb ka ba? Sabi niya, wala eh. Anong compressor yan? Sabi ko, wala, it's all him. He's working the mic.
Grabe, ang dali ng trabaho mo nun.
Wala. Para you're just going to sit and then si Yeng Constantino, one of my favorite singers to record, we just figured out she has synesthesia. Kaya pala parang she would come to my house, she would come here, have an acoustic, sing her demo. She's one of my favorite people to produce. She's very open. She would sing her demo on acoustic guitar. Walang papel, pare. Walang phone. She'd sing parang 7 songs straight, start to finish. And it's in perfect pitch. Sabi ko, do you have synesthesia? Tapos sabi niya, ano yun, kuya? Tapos I explained it to her. Tapos minsan ito Perf, minsan she would come and sing without a guitar, with no chords. But she has it in her head, that she has a melody in her head, she has lyrics. Buo na yung lyrics. Walang kulang. Maybe change a couple of words, pero yun na. It's 90% there. She would sing a song and then I would send, sometimes I'd do it or most times I'd send it to Buddy. Si Buddy is my harmonic partner. I am more on the rhythm and groove side. Si Buddy yung harmonic partner ko. So I would send the demo and Buddy would send me several versions ng 1 or 2 or 3 versions of chord progressions that he would do. And then Yeng would choose. Para, I like this one. Oh no, I don't like this. Sabi ko, how do you choose? Tapos sabi niya, ito medyo maalat. Ito medyo, that's how I found out na meron siya.
Oh, wow.
Nalalasahan niya yung ano.
Yeah.
Yung some people see colors, some people see shapes.
Siya taste.
Ito mapakla. Ayoko yung chord na yan. She doesn't care if it's like C minor, whatever, sharp. She just knows right away. Ayoko niyan. Pwede bang wala yan? Pwede yan. And then Buddy would, as a producer then, si Buddy was like, what about this? Yan ang gusto ko. Alam niya agad, right away. Wala ever na, ano kayong mas maganda ito? No. Alam niya right away. If it's a groove, alam niya right away yung ayaw niya tsaka gusto niya. Parang may effect sa balat niya na, di ko kaya yan.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Para nakakita tayo ng album art na masyadong punong-puno na parang jeepney, parang hindi ko kaya yan. those people are a joy to produce.
Nice. Tapos,
Wala akong favorite lang na isa eh.
okay, ito na lang. Siguro 2 memories na talagang hindi mo makalimutan while recording.
At the top of my head, pumasok lang sa utak ko now, si Junjun Regalado. He was, this is in tracks. So we're recording on tape. We're punching in a drum part and then Angie forgets to turn on the click. And then we realize that in the middle of the take na walang click. She was just following like an acoustic guitar yata. And a scratch vocal. And then natapos na yung take. This was with Mojo Fly, with Ran Gulamko. Nung natapos nagtinginan kami ni Ange, sabi ko, walang click ano? Sabi niya, wala eh. Good take ano? Sobrang ganda eh. Okay, that was a good take.
Ang galing, no?
Sobra, di ba? Parang, saan ka nang galing, di ba? And this is tape.
Yeah, exactly.
This is tape, di ba?
Yeah. Wow, ang galing nun. Junjun Regalado. Meron ka pa isa pa?
Ano pa ba yung ano? I'm sure may maalala ko eh. I know I have ito hindi to favorite because it's technical, but one of my favorite things that we do in the studio is like to get the artist disarmed because the studio is very clinical eh. Di ba para I gotta get this I gotta be it's gotta be a good take, it has to sound the best, so we do things to the artist to disarm them. When Sandwich recorded the first album, it wasn't the first recording for me or Mike. So we recorded, si Diego's been with BMG, so he's seen the recording studio. It was Mark Abaya's first recording ever. So he was very nervous and very, medyo kinakabahan, di ba? So what we did was, si Mike thought about singing. Bago dumating si Mark, kinantahan na ni Mike yung track.
Okay.
Tapos,
okay.
So, sobrang nang in the zone si Mark. Pinatay niya yung ilaw, nakahubad, diba? Tapos kinanta niya na the way he sings, very, very passionate. Pag playback ni Angie yung boss, sinwitch na yung boses ni Mike. Grabe yung mukha ni Mark. Grabe yung nahulog yung mukha ni Mark talagang. Oh my God, ganun ba yung tunog ko sa totoong mic? Diba? He's never recorded in a proper studio. He's recorded with, his little 4-track na distorted yung vocals through a Sans amp. Diba ba? Never in a studio with compressors and a great room and a great engineer. Para siyang nalugi. Ang sama ng loob ni Mark. Siyempre, nung nalaman na niya, nung nagtawanan na lahat, pare si Mark would do all the takes in one take. One take. Guitars, one take. After nung nalaman niya, hindi pala ganito kaseryoso. Yeah. I don't know how he feels right now about it. Baka batukan ako ni Mark, pero we do that. We do that a lot in the studio.
That's amazing.
I remember the Itchy Worms, they have this song, Noontime Show. It's a epic 7-8 minute medley of parts. Parang Sgt. Pepper's na. They did it in one take. Si Jazz did it in one. It's amazing. Tempo changes, time signature changes, key changes. It's like complete songs in the middle of songs. One, parang it's a rock opera. So, but kasi ang style ng Itchy Worms when we recorded it, parang ang sumabit, kahit ano pa lang, we would do push-ups. Everybody would do push-ups pag sumabit ka.
Oh no.
So di ba parang medyo maingat ka, pero sinasarapan mo kasi ayaw mo mag-push-up pagod ka na eh.
Oh.
Moonstar would, I've done parang, when we recorded Duster, they were medyo tense yung situation for one thing or another because puro girls. We did a yoga session. Somebody knew how to do yoga. After nun, it was easy all the way, di ba? I recorded a reggae band last year. Tapos napansin ko parang that's not how you play live. Parang sobra silang maingat. Ayaw mo din nun eh.
Masyadong bantay, no?
Oo, masyadong bantay. So pinagawa ko yung ginagawa nila before the show, which is hindi pwede pag-usapan. Pero legal sa inyo. Yeah. Pagkatapos na it was good takes, di ba? Parang alright.
Especially for reggae, they need that. They need that.
Ganda na lahat ng takes. Alam na nila. Okay.
When you're ready for new pedal day, use discount code GCPerf10 at gcrockboard.com to get 10% off your entire order. You can use the code multiple times and there is no expiration date. Enjoy. I mean, that's the most difficult thing, yung i-disarm mo yung artist para maging komportable siya.
What's your technique? What's your go-to to disarm?
Alam mo, stricto ako eh. I mean, stricto ako eh. I remember the last thing I produced was for Wish USA. Sometime 2 years ago, I think. For yung winner nila ng songwriting competition. So they recorded a Boji Dasig song for their artist.
Which one?
It was unreleased.
Oh, okay.
Ang title nasa
Law of Gravity.
Yeah. So it was a Boji and Odette song. Odette was also involved in the recording.
Oh my God.
Tapos nung nandun so we had the recording and then syempre Wish wanted to do videos and recording. Ang ginawa ko, instead of programming everything, I put musicians in a room together. So live namin tinik yung rhythm section in instruments kasi the song called for it. It was a very organic sounding song, and yung artist then, her name is Audrey Arellano. She's based in Vancouver. Hindi rin siya parang mas maganda ng organic din yung tunog niya the way she sings and all that. So I recruited Paco to play drums, and then yung friend ko play from my band here, Rock Stallion, yung mag-bass, ako nag-gitara. I had Vic Carpio play acoustic guitar. That way I don't have to overdub. And then a good friend of mine, Elson Trinidad, played keys. So sabay-sabay kami dun. No. So we were playing. We pretty much have in that scenario, I wasn't controlling of the musicians because I know that they did their homework, and I was after the vibe of us in a room playing together. Ang kinontrol ko sa environment, yung distractions. Like yung magte-take ka, tapos merong camera na nakaganon sa'yo para mag-video. Alam mo yan, ganun. Tapos some musicians, they don't want that. Nakakonscious sila. And then there are some musicians... Yeah, and then there's some musicians who love it, and then they end up hamming
Which
it.
one?
Hindi, sasabihin ko sino. They love it, that they end up hamming it up for the camera, forgetting their parts.
Okay.
So nung napansin ko yun, so I told them, okay, you can record, the cameras can be in here while we rehearse, while we get the feel for it. Tapos maya, ganun. While we were playing, napapansin ko parang may hindi sumasabay. Tapos nakikita ko si Paco gumagano sa camera, gumagano. Tapos may mga paturo-turo na gano'n. May mga paturo-turo na gano'n. It's like, okay, cameras out. I'm gonna kick you out now because we're gonna start recording for real. Yun. So in that case, I had a pretty good vision of what I wanted to do. Tapos kinontrol ko lang yung environment, not necessarily the musicians. Tapos, yung sa vocals naman, since Odette was there, siya na yung nag-coach kay Audrey. Kasi in the end, it's her song. In my previous productions, let's say, like Wolfgang, yung sa Semenilin, sa akin naman, kasi their first record was already like, the way they sounded live, straight up rock and roll na live energy, no? So for the second album, yung mga songs nila mas epic yung dating. So it needed a little more structure, a little more, a little more fine tuning and polishing. So I had strong opinions about the arrangement and the feel, kung ano yung tunog na magandang palabasin. Thankfully, we were working with a pretty good engineer, a really good engineer, si Diego Garrido. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Yeah. Ano banda niya? Electric Kool-Aid. Yun.
Electric Kool-Aid.
Banda niya so he was the house...
With Sinahank ba yan? Sinahank
yeah.
Electric Kool-Aid.
Yeah. He was the house engineer for Hit Productions then.
For Hit, yes.
Yeah. So, I was hands-on sa, in trying to pull out in pulling out a good performance from Basti, because I was picky about certain things na I don't like when singers go hey, gusto ko hey, yung mas pure na tone, not in all situations but for some things. And then si Manuel, pinabayaan ko lang siya kasi he knows what he wants to do. So for Manuel, I was more of a sounding board, like do you like this note or that note? In the end it's what you want, but you can take it this way, you can take it that way. Hinayaan ko siya With the bass, there's just some things na kailangan kabitan mo to or kabitan mo yung gitara, kasi the thing with Wolfgang is they all do their own things. It's not a riff where sasunod yung bass sa gitara. So in that sense, it's like they're playing counterpoint to each other, which is great. So some songs I would request na ito dapat sabay na sabay kayo dito. And then some songs this would be pwedeng kanya-kanya kayo dito, or you could change your part a little bit so that this part will lift, and stuff like that. So I'm more of a hands-on guy. Some people find it too controlling, but that's actually. Wait, let me rephrase that. On some artists that don't know what they want, but I can hear that there's a lot of promise if you get to arrange it or if you get to focus the material. I try to be more hands-on done. For artists who have a very strong idea of what they want, I do my best to get out of the way and just help them realize it without running into technical barriers. So in that case, I may be primarily a sound engineer. I may be primarily something mixing or something sonic oriented, ganun. And then there's some artists who request a specific sound from me, or specific arrangement or specific treatment. And if I think that I'm capable of giving them that, then that's what I try to do. So it's not like Rick Rubin, it's my way or get out, or you don't have to work with me. Ganun. I'm flexible, but at the same time, I have strong opinions. Yun. That's probably the best description. Yes. Yeah.
I remember producing the Coke Studio. Same experience. Some artists would ham it up on the camera and would lose the performance.
Yeah.
Of what they're playing, and some artists would, parang be too conscious and they'd break down, literally cry when the camera is on them and they couldn't do the take. So I would request the camera crew to step out and tell the artist to lip sync it later for the camera. It takes a lot of the pressure away. Parang, no, don't worry about it. We can do your take. Everybody get. I understand because I'm the same way. I cannot record vocals when there's anybody in the room. Even my bandmates. I can't. I can record drums, anything, but the vocals just sound too personal, diba? Parang, especially when you're singing about something na inimbento mo lang, or diba, coming from an emotion na very, very personal. So when I'm doing vocals, parang, just order food, diba? Parang that is also my icebreaker for all artists. I think I got it from Robin Rivera and Mike Dizon. Find out what they like to eat.
Yeah. Para yung vlog ni Mike ngayon, ano?
Oo, diba? If you give them good food and good coffee at the start of the session, well, after setting up the equipment, kunwari, drums or guitars, after putting out your amps and putting the guitars out, the effects, I usually like to start in the morning, like 10 or 11 before lunch to set up. Tapos, after setting up, it's lunch, so it has to be good food. You find out what they like and you have it delivered. And then pagkatapos sila magsabi, wow! Paborito ko to. Diba? Parang,
good mood ka
whatever it is, you find out beforehand. And then, masaya na yung take eh. Kasi masaya yung kinain eh. Everybody has a favorite food eh. It could be pizza or weird shit. Diba? Parang, and also candles. That's my new thing, candles.
Ah, talaga?
Oh, parang
mood lighting and the
mood
sense?
Mood and scent eh.
Oh, okay.
Diba? We forget about the sense of parang, it has worked wonders to singers and guitar players, diba? Guitar players who are, diba, parang getting stuck with tone and colors, parang change the lighting and make them choose a candle, diba? Like I have a bunch from my mom. And then, my mom loves candles. Tapos sabi ko, Mama, akin na lang to ah. I'd bring us, which one do you like? And some of them would like choose a color, some of them amoy nila, sisindihan nila. And then it looks like a ceremony, and then they're not thinking about the laser. They just want to play. It's now a vibe as opposed to para a technical thing that they need to solve. It's now a vibe that they like. Diba? I usually have a carpet for anybody, for the drummer, for the singer. Even in my studio, everybody has a carpet. Para meron kang space. This is my area, 'di ba? Parang you see there's like the blue carpet, 'di ba, to the guitar players. The drums has a carpet. So kahit may space ka lang, That's your space.
Para may sarili kang safe haven.
Oh, may
Yeah,
safe
yeah.
place ka eh.
Yeah,
di
yeah,
ba?
Also, another thing that I found to make them comfortable is to give them permission to make mistakes. You know?
Yes.
Di ba? Kasi parang yung iba, ayoko magkamali kasi sayang ang oras, sayang ang ganito, sayang ang effort. No. The way our brain works, it's weird. If you want something, it will give it to you. If you don't want something, it will still give it to you. so kung iniisip mo, hindi ako magkakamali, ay, sabit. That's usually what happens. So, pag ganun, I just, lighten up. You can take as many times as you want. It's okay to make a mistake. Or, minsan, just relax and all that. And try to be more, I don't know, some individuals have a strong sense of self that they can take, they can take a direct criticism. And then, sometimes, parang a producer has to be like a psychologist din.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Diba? If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up like, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Have you recorded anybody without them knowing it?
All the time. Usually the rehearsal takes are the best. So I don't even have to tell Shinji. I'm not an engineer. Shinji or Angie, I don't even have to tell them. But that's my trick. Para, okay, you're ready for rehearsal, like just go for it. Like do all out. So, di ba, if you tell them it's a rehearsal, parang we're just balancing the mics, just go for it. 90% of the time, they get it. Because they're not thinking of making a mistake, di ba? They're just playing. It's like jamming, no pressure. So 90% of the time, that's the take that we usually go for. Para, that was a good take, except for that part. Oh, we'll just overdub that. But listen. And it's like, kahapon, nangyari din yun. It was a new song. He's never played it, but it was demoed. I cut up some things for him to play to. And then he's like, okay, let's do this. Let's try it on rehearsal, just try a couple of grooves that you like. And then on the second rehearsal, I go, nagtingin na kami ni Shane, sabi ko, that was a good take, right? Sabi niya, yeah, that was a good take. Pagpasok ni Badja, parang, yeah, that was it. You don't have to do it again. Sabi niya, talaga? Tapos pakinggan mo. Tapos pinakinggan niya, sabi niya, oo nga, no? Parang, yeah, that's it. That's a whole take. A whole song, di ba? Parang, so yeah, that's a good trick.
Oh, ang galing. Though that trick doesn't work if you're for an album project. Kasi the artist starts to get wise to your tricks. Na, practice lang yan. Bakit gumagano-ganon yung record? Record na ilaw. So,
malayo yung ano eh.
Okay.
Malayo, so they don't know.
Okay.
And I try to have me and the engineer be invisible at all times. To the point na minsan I even like close the lights in the control room para the artist can't see anybody and he or she are in their own world, parang ganun. Parang nadidistract ka sa amin, so I'll just like close that. Don't mind us. Diba? Parang, so it's more free.
Now, we've been talking about recording other people. How about when you record yourself?
When I'm the artist, I have a producer, which is usually Buddy. I don't have to make the decisions. He has to make the decisions, diba? I just have to be artist. So I don't have to worry about parang amps or guitars, or if it's Sandwich, Shimong would produce the guitars, diba? But mostly it's Buddy because yung understanding ni Buddy on harmony is way advanced than mine. So he's like yung lahat nung kulang na naiisip ko, nabubuo ni Buddy, diba? That and another guy, si Jesse Grinter of Gaijin.
Oh, I haven't met him.
Si Jesse is an American, napadpad sa Pilipinas, and then we gravitated towards each other, and then we had a band for a few years. Ako, si Jesse and Shinji. So it's a Japanese, an American, and a Pinoy. I'm sure you've had that band in the past, diba? In Manila.
Yeah.
So, ibang-iba. Si Jesse naman, iba. He would finish songs for me. Parang I would get stuck in a song for weeks or months. And he would come in and he would finish it in 5 minutes. He would finish it, kahit lyrics. He would just know what to say right away or know what to do with the lyrics right away. Kahit Tagalog, I'd explain kasi hindi siya nagtatagalog eh. But I would explain to him what I'm trying to say. And then he would try to explain it back in English. And so, but hindi ko naisip yun. Parang, there are those people that would complete your thought. Parang, alam mo yun, you just have that connection. Si Buddy's like that for me harmonically, and si Jesse's another person. Unfortunately, he's in the States right now, so we don't see each other often.
Oh,
Pag bumisita lang ako.
Sayang.
But we produced a few bands together. We did, I think, Dong Abay's, one of Dong Abay's albums. Hilera. We did Hilera in like 3 days because they're siblings and they can play really well. Parang tapos na yung recording, 3 araw lang, di ba? Parang talaga, like, drums, guitars, vocals, tapos ng 3 araw. Mixing took longer, di ba? But yeah, si Jesse and Buddy. We were walking in New York, and then this SG called me from, Mong was guitar shopping. I was not guitar shopping. Si Mong was guitar shopping, tas it was across the street, and this blue SG called me. Para, hey Mong, that looks good. Try it. Ako yung nag-uwi ng gitara. As in,
Practice Makes Perfecto t-shirts and mugs are now available from Shopee.ph. Check out the link in the description, and don't forget to send me a photo of you with the merch so that I can feature you in future videos. Introducing PerfTalk, my latest jam and lesson video bundles. Available now at perfectodecastro.com/perftracks. Check it out. Okay, so just to tie it in with my channel, ano yung go-to na gear mo when you're recording with Sandwich as far as guitars go?
with Sandwich, it's mostly Mong and Diego who play guitar. So they play face to face. This is exciting. They set up a few. I don't know the technical. I'm not a very technical person. They set up a few cabinets and a few amp heads and their effects. They choose a palette na. Going to the studio or to the recording, meron na silang set of guitars each na gagamitin. Kasi imposible parang they don't want to bring all their guitars. Imposible yun eh, 'di ba? So they have a palette, the palette of guitars, amp heads and cabinets. And they just parang okay, this song, what do you want? Si Diego would say, I'll use the Tele. Si Mong would say, I'll use the Mustang. And then, what effects are you using? Para hindi sila mahirapan sa mix. So, pinag-uusapan na nila right there on the spot and they would play it together because their parts are usually intertwined para walang bangga. And I do the other things. But if it doesn't need guitar, I don't play anymore. But if I hear something na parang, I think it needs this part because parang ganon, parang, it's very intuitive lang. Walang set things. But I usually have my guitar, which is not here. The ray gun. I usually carry the ray gun or an SG and usually yun lang. A couple of guitars. And I usually go direct. Kasi sila na yung naka-amp eh. And I like it fast. Dinaanan na natin Perf yung yung tape na analog.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to fiddle with effects anymore. Parang, ang mabuti rin kasi, na-carve out na nila yung frequency for me eh. Diba, nandun na yung 2 guitars. By the time I put guitar, I'll tell Shinji, okay, what do you need? Parang, I need a little bit of dirt and maybe some delay. So, madadial in yun na agad yun in between dun sa dalawang nakalatag na. Diba? Plus, pag direct ako, pwede pa niyang palitan sa post, diba? And I'm not too precious about tone, but if I hear a line, I would really play it. And we don't play the same. We're totally different players. Kaming tatlo, parang ibang-iba yung style. So I could really hear my guitar and Diego's guitar and Mong's guitar clearly. I know who's doing what and so I know what to play. So ganon.
Ano yung inspiration behind the ray gun? I mean, how did that come about?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I was walking, we were walking in New York, and then this SG called me from, Mong was guitar shopping. I was not guitar shopping. Si Mong was guitar shopping, tas it was across the street, and this blue SG called me. Para, hey Mong, that looks good. Try it. Ako yung nag-uwi ng gitara. As in, it's a cheap Melody Maker SG na blue. I don't know if it's here in the studio. It's upstairs yata. But it's a Joan... nalaman ko na later, it's a Joan Jett SG Melody Maker. It has 1 pickup and 1 knob. And I'm... this is my thing. I like it. It's 1 pickup, 1 knob. Tapos, I'll just EQ the amp according to the 2 guitar players, diba? So I don't have to have that big tone. I'm usually nasa gitna, 'di ba? I told si John, the luthier who made the guitars, parang I wanted to feel and sound like an SG, but I want it to look like Sandwich, which is mga offset guitars. So it's very simple, ganun. So the first ray gun had one pickup, but funny thing, sabi ng D&D, we're having trouble selling the single pickup guitar because it's an entry-level guitar. We wanted entry-level guitars that kids could play, right? I actually use a couple. We use the production live. We don't have a lot of big issues on it, diba? Normal things. When we were growing up, we couldn't play local guitars na pang-gig, diba? They would just break down. So we wanted to make sure that this would, stand a very physical Sandwich rock set, diba? And they would they would be great. Except the parents who would buy the ray gun would say, pareho naman presyo eh. Lugi ka dito, isa lang ang pick up nito. So I go, but that's the point. That's the point. So since then they started adding pickups for the consumer.
Yeah, it's
because it's for the consumer.
More is more mentality.
Kasi tingnan mo, isa lang knob nito, isang pickup, itong gitara na to, 'di ba? Tatlong knobs, tatlong pickups, meron pang selector. Dito ka na, anak, 'di ba? So how do you argue with that, diba? So now the ray gun has I think 2 humbuckers and 2 knobs, maybe a tone knob, I don't know. I still use them, but I'm just like a volume guy. I don't even do.
Nice.
My guitar playing is totally stolen from The Cure and Gang of Four. So that's the inspiration.
Introducing the Bad 94 Distortion, the Perf de Castro's signature pedal. Now available to order from the following retailers: gcrockboard.com, guitarpusher.com, and from the official website perfectodecastro.com. Links in the description. So, The Cure, tatlo rin yung gitarista ng The Cure.
Yes.
Di ba?
Pero ngayon dalawa na lang eh.
Ngayon dalawa
I think he has the David Bowie's guy.
Oh, I forget the name. Hindi pero yung the Cure na alam ko, like the one that I grew up with, had 3 guitars.
They had 3 guitars, yeah. Oo, pero now they have Gabriel's
Reeves Gabriel's. Okay. Yeah, he's really
ang
good.
wild, hindi ko nga makonect sa utak ko because that style of playing, very intricate and very harmonically different from what I'm used to sa The Cure. But I think they get along as people. So he's been touring with The Cure. Sabi ko, grabe. Ibang-iba yung naririnig ko. Parang, when I see it on YouTube.
I'll check that out. I liked his playing when in the, ano yung banda nila ni Bowie?
Tin Machine?
Tin Machine, yeah.
Tin Machine.
Yeah, that's great. And he's ika nga ng mga taga UK. He's a muso.
Oo yung mga galing kay Bowie, no?
Yeah, they have to be. And then any go-to effects, go-to amps?
Delay. I love delay. I love dub music. Unfortunately, Sandwich is not a dub band, but I love delay. On my vocals, on guitars, everything. Drums, I just love delay. I just have to have a delay or an echo. If I have to bring one effect, it's going to be delay.
And any particular delay that you like?
No, something with the top tempo would be
okay.
Welcome, diba? I just play better with delay. Parang I can listen to the repeats and play off that, diba? Parang.
Yeah, it's like jamming with yourself. It's
yes, actually.
Yeah,
jamming with yourself.
Yeah. And also like there's I was demoing this new pedal from Eventide, and it had a really interesting setting where it's called the micro pitch. And it's based off the old H3000 rock unit, yung sikat ng 80s. But it wasn't popular as
the harmonizer.
Harmonizer,
the
yes.
H3000
harmonizer. So the most popular preset of that unit now comes in a pedal.
Wow.
Which is basically a doubler effect. Parang it's a delay, stereo delay, left and right, but one delay is programmed to pitch down and the other delay is programmed to pitch up.
Wow!
Tapos hindi siya eksaktong steps. Kumbaga parang a half step, parang microtone. Microtone lang. So when you put it in in a mix, let's say vocals mo, no? Then you run it through the harmonizer with that. Parang may thickener effect siya sa stereo field na ito slightly flat, slightly sharp, tas nandito yung main vocal mo. Ang lawak ng tunog. So that was the main effect for that. So guitarists used it, vocalists, synth players, and all that. And I was demoing this pedal. And with this pedal, you can also, since it's a delay, pwede mangyari na straight yung dry signal mo, and then this delay will come slightly flat, and then another delay will come slightly sharp. So parang may microtonal arpeggio thing na nangyari. So pam 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 pam. Ganun.
I love it.
I was playing it, and
I remember the harmonizer. I remember, yes.
Yeah.
Meron sa JR Studios.
Oh, yun. Kumbaga, you're not a real studio if you didn't have one back then. Ganun siya ka-iconic. Now, I'm gonna send you that clip. Ang galing kasi it's like I play one half of the riff and then this pedal plays the other half. When you come up with something musical, it's amazing. But then, also, pag wala kang sense of timing din at inon mo lang yung delay at bahala ka tumugtog, papasakit din ng ulo. Hi there. Perf the Castro here, and I hope you're enjoying this episode of Perf Talk. This is just a quick break from the discussion so that I can take care of a few announcements. Early June 2021, I released my signature pedal, the Bad 94 Distortion. You can click on the card above to go watch a full demo video here on this channel. I am very happy and overwhelmed by the positive response to the pedal. In fact, the first batch sold out within the first few days of announcing it. And the second batch is already sold out here in the US. Now, if you missed out on batches 1 and 2, don't worry because the third batch is currently in production. And as it stands, it looks like we can look forward to a fresh batch of Bad 94s every month moving forward. You can order the Bad 94 in the Philippines from gcrockboard.com and guitarpusher.com. In Japan and neighboring Asian countries from the Japan Pedal Builders Alliance official reverb store. And for the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, you can purchase or pre-order from my website, perfectodecastro.com. Now, I also want to thank all of you who have given their extra support for me and my work on this channel by buying the tabs, the merch, the shirts, the lessons, both video downloads and private instruction. Everything I make from these sales allows me to take care of the small team that helps me run this channel. So rest assured, we will do our very best to keep cranking out videos and content for everybody to enjoy. And when you get your shirt, your merch, or your pedal, or even take a screenshot of our lesson time together, don't forget to send me a photo either through Facebook or Instagram so I can feature you in future videos, as I have done with my friends right here. And finally, I want to invite you all to join my ever-growing list of Perftreons. By joining Perftreon, you'll get access to all the digital goods on my web store, all the tabs, the MP3s, and video lessons, including Perf Tracks, my brand new jam and lesson video bundles. You'll also get into the members-only area for exclusive members-only perks like advanced viewing of all my videos, my entire tab and backing track library, and also join in on monthly Zoom meetings. And of course, your name will be included in the list of Perftreons featured in my videos. And as Perftreon grows, the list of perks will grow as well. Now here's the current list of Perftreons as of this video. Thank you so much for your generous support. As always, all the relevant links will be in the video description, so do check them out. Now let's get back to Perf Talk.
But my favorite effects is my vocal effects that I use live.
Oh, which
It's
is?
just the Boss VE 500. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Sige. Oh, okay. That one. Yun. Nice.
It's like, because singing is it's the hardest for me. Singing is the hardest for me. I hate my voice. I'm the accidental singer because our singer left. But I enjoy singing. I enjoy singing with the band. But this is just wonderful. It can do that slight harmony thing, parang double tracking na iba yung tunog nung you can adjust the, what do you call it? Yung tone ng boses, so it doesn't, yung format, so it doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
So the double tracking is like, I love it, and you can control sa app kung gaano karami. It's just right. to thicken the voice, and then you can do like distortion effects and whatever fancy chorusing harmony effects, but and top tempo delays. So I don't have to sing long notes. But it's great every time somebody says, "Oy, gumaling ka kumanta." No, it's my vocal effects. Hey, what'd you do? Did you get voice lessons? No, I use this. Actually, somebody in the YouTube channel just like, what effects are you using? Because I never hide it. I never hide it. They see it on the Wish bus table. They see it. So this is my favorite effects. It's been a while since I've been trying to use the TC effects, pero ang daming problems ng Helicon. I had like 3 or 4 of them. Tapos,
I don't like they break down.
They have this, ewan ko, nag-chipmunk, basta minsan may ghost in the machine, and then I read online na may problems yung pedals. And apparently, I think they're made by Behringer, so I'm not too surprised.
Well, yeah. Well, Behringer bought the company.
Yun na nga eh. Parang, tapos hindi nila sinasagot yung issues. Parang binenta ko. And then I found this. I think, let me try it. And it just like any Boss pedal, it's like built like a tank.
Yeah. Indestructible. It's
eh.
Nakita mo yung video nung yung DS1, yung how much abuse can a Boss pedal take? O can the DS1 take?
No.
Grabe. Sinasagasaan na ng 4x4 truck. They dragged it behind the car. Wonder pa rin.
It's indestructible. The DS1 is a tank.
Yeah, exactly. So, maganda yung pedigree niya effects mo. Now,
and ano pala, if it's a quiet gig and my guitar is plugged in here, it will follow the chords.
oh, sa harmony.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't use it sa loud gig kasi everything else gets harmonized, 'di ba? Parang all the other guitars and the drum leaking to the mic gets harmonized. But on a quiet acoustic setting or a mellow song where it's not too loud, it will just add like just the right harmony. Parang sobrang galing eh. It will follow your guitar chords, so I'll just sing a little after you hit the chord. You just sing a little bit behind and it's perfect. Parang
When you're ready for new pedal day, use discount code GCPerf10 at gcrockboard.com to get 10% off your entire order. You can use the code multiple times and there is no expiration date. Enjoy. Ngayon, what's the most interesting thing gear-wise have you gotten recently?
Oh, since this is your channel, I'm not ready but I'm ready. Okay. This is my favorite distortion unit.
Oh, Fuzz Factory.
Yes. I have a good story.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a technical guy. A few years ago, I didn't know anything about, well, I don't know anything a lot about effects. I was in a gig in a morning show with si Pochoy of Dicta License and Barbie. In the dressing room, nagme-makeup si Barbie getting ready for the show. And I was talking to Pochoy. I was describing to him a guitar sound. So, you know that sound? I've been searching for that effect forever and I've never found the right distortion unit. Tapos sabi niya, anong tunog? Si Jack White uses it a lot. Tapos, and then I mentioned some other artists. Sabi ni Barbie while putting her makeup on, it's a Fuzz Factory. Tapos sabi ko, okay, I'll check it out. So pagpunta ko ng abroad, ng States, I bought this and true enough, it's exactly what it was in my head. Si Barbie just knew. She's like a guitar god.
Yeah, she's very into the effects pedals then. Like, yeah, she can go toe-to-toe in geekery-wise.
This one, I don't know what it does, but it's like...
Bit Commander?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
It has fuzz, and it's a harmonizer, fuzz, synthesizer. I don't know. It just destroys the sound like magnificently. I love it. I use it on everything. Guitars, drum machines, perfect for drum machines. Synthesizers, vocals, parang it can do like harmony up, down, octaves, while tapos na may levels. But this is my new favorite. It's the Autobit.
Autobit, yeah.
Yeah. It's some kind of a filter, Bitcrusher, stuttering thing na may top tempo. Also, I can put beats and I can glitch it in time. So I've actually never used it for guitar, but I've been using it for drum machines and synthesizers. And itatap tempo ko lang, tapos makokontrol mo yung level ng pag-glitch into subdivisions of 16, 30 second. Kasi tapos on-off mo lang. So you're controlling the tempo and when to glitch it, di ba? If you turn it on, like pag sinipa mo ganun, you're playing with your drum machine, biglang magsa-stutter like Aphex Twin or Square Pusher. So I love it. And then you can also filter and degrade the sound. So nagiging 9-inch nails and you're just using one drum machine, di ba? One drum machine and this guy, parang, it's over. So yeah, those are my favorite effects right now.
Nice. I see a lot of stuff in the back. And I was watching your offstage hang with Mike earlier today. I just wanted to say na yung instrument na kinuha mo, na hindi mo alam mo yung pangalan, kazoo.
The kazoo. Yeah, like 100 people, it's a kazoo. In the comments, it's a kazoo.
Kazoo. Grabe.
I should use it with a delay, reverb, and a Bitcrusher. Next track, use the kazoo with a Bitcrusher. Yan.
If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up like, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Yun. Then I'm also enjoying those short loop videos that you've been doing with the live looping thing.
Oh, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, the sampler with the 4-track and the tape machine.
Oh, yeah. Nung nag-start kasi yung lockdowns, parang, oh my God, I'm not doing anything, diba? Parang, what would happen if I connect this to this and this? Parang I would choose a palette every day. So it could be like a tape machine, the 4-track, and a drum machine, or combinations of gadgets lang, combinations of synthesizers, drum machines. So there's usually something that makes a beat, something for melody, and something for texture. So it's usually 3 things. And then I'll just flow with it, whatever comes out.
Pero yung, the last time we spoke, you mentioned that you were using the phrase sampler differently than the way it should be. Or the looper.
Yes,
the boss looper, di ba?
The looper. Yeah. I would, because I figured out I'm using it like a tape machine. I could sample anything on it, like a voice or a guitar, like tong tong, kunwari ganun, tang tang, and it has built-in delay and reverb and pitch shift. So if I can slow it down like a tape machine, I say tong tong. Tong tong, tang tang, tang tang, tong tong. So it's like a weird sampler, but I'm not using it to loop things, but I'm just triggering it on the fly. But getting to change the pitch real time. So depending on the material that's inside on the pad, I can manipulate it, which is like kind of hard in a sampler kasi you have to do the sub menu button. Eto may knobs eh. May knobs for pitch and ano.
Immediate kaagad yung feedback mo.
Oh. And you can record right away because it's a looper, so it's built for mic and it has several inputs na naka-ready.
Nice. It's like I come up for air and I realize that I edit more than I play guitar now.
That's right, no? Parang, I just sat down to edit at 7 a.m. and then I get a text parang, oh my God, it's 10. Literally, Perf, I started editing at 7 a.m. and it's 10 a.m. right away. I have a podcast with Perf.
Practice Makes Perfecto t-shirts and mugs are now available from Shopee.ph. Check out the link in the description and don't forget to send me a photo of you with the merch so that I can feature you in future videos. Introducing PerfTracks, my latest jam and lesson video bundles. Available now at perfectodecastro.com/perftracks. Check it out. And how has creating changed for you, like in our environment nowadays?
Naging mas precious siya. Parang na-realize ko na that's what's saving my life. Because suddenly, my work is obsolete, di ba? We're going to be the last to be reactivated. The live performers are gonna be the last to get reactivated. It would depress me sometimes. I would, di ba, parang ayaw ko bumangon, walang sense yung mundo. But then you just gotta drag yourself up to play guitar or to play drums, to feel alive again. Parang, I was telling my daughter, I have a daughter, tapos sabi niya, anong mangyayari, di ba? She's in college, but she doesn't know what. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. The government is not helping, diba? And thankfully now there's vaccines around the world happening, so it's just a matter of time. But before the vaccines, parang what's going to happen? Kakagulo, sabi ko. Then I found out that there are things that we cannot control, like the virus. We cannot control the virus. We cannot control other people. We can't control the government. So we try things that you can control. I can control the drums. I can control the guitar and the effects, diba? So I was doing that daily. I was doing that when you called. As editing, I learned how to shoot and edit. Very rudimentary pa lang. And I figured out that if I make videos, may pupuntahan yung music ko. Somebody told me that actually, para, you're doing a lot of music daily and all these YouTubers are paying top money for music. Why don't you just use your music? Oh yeah, cool. So now I have a whole library of things that I can, parang I'll just like airdrop to my computer. Like tracks na of those little things that you mentioned, like drum machines and, diba, parang random, semi-random musical experiments, diba? That works perfectly as background music for video.
Yeah.
Diba? Walang strong riff, walang strong groove for it to take away from the view. Walang to
distraction.
distract.
Yeah.
But it's just perfect background music. Perfect for listening na mahina lang. So now I can make music every day and make videos. Two things that I can control. And I don't feel as bad. There are still bad days, diba? And then that's when your friends come in to help you out, diba? And then there's this story for parang, so I was doing it daily, and then one of the days, parang it was just bad. The depression was just so bad, diba? I'm sure all of us have. I call it now I call it PTSD. Pandemic Trauma Stress Disorder.
Yes.
It's affecting all of us.
Very accurate.
Very real. So I didn't want to get up, and there's no point. I don't want to make music. I really don't want to play any. That's when you know it, when you don't want to touch an instrument. Diba? Then I get a message from somebody, from a follower in Instagram, saying, Rames, you didn't put out anything today. By the way, I'm a nurse in the Middle East, and I look forward to what you're doing daily. I enjoy it. It probably means nothing to you because they're just sketches of whatever's in your head, but now I have a purpose. Now I have to get up for that guy. So now if I'm feeling bad, I gotta get up because I don't even know his name. But thank you for messaging me. He noticed that I didn't put out anything for a couple of days because I was, diba, parang too absorbed in my own, wallowing in my own depression, diba? I'm sure I'm not alone, diba? I'm sure it's corny right now, but thank you for letting me know that you were listening to our podcasts, and diba? And somehow we entertain you, but you're the one who's doing the real work because you're a frontliner. We're not. We're just, diba? We're just artists and musicians, but that's our purpose, I think.
Yeah. And in our way, we're helping them then.
I agree.
Yeah. Introducing the Bad 94 Distortion, the Perf de Castro signature pedal. Now available to order from the following retailers: gcrockboard.com, guitarpusher.com, and from the official website, perfectodecastro.com. Links in the description. Like this whole interview Perf Talk thing, it started exactly 1 year ago, and it was just I just messaged Francis Reyes out of the blue. Hey, are you busy? Let me call you on Skype, then I'll record it, then we'll do I'll put it on my channel. And surprisingly, it was, it was something good for both of us, because now, even though we're apart, it's yung interaction, this exchange of ideas is what helps us is what keeps us grounded whenever we start feeling like we're so alone, we're so isolated, we're so, even though we're still isolated, it doesn't mean that we're alone. Kahit na magkakalayo tayo, we're still in this together. And the biggest takeaway I get from all of this is that, we're all interconnected. we're all in some way or another. Kasi like several months back when I interviewed Mike Elgar, your name popped up. And then in interview ko si Jomal, your name popped up. In interview ko si Chino, your name popped up. So, and then I'm sure in some way or another, may mga ibang usapan din na, I pop up or you pop up.
That's what I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because a lot of I have a podcast with Darren who owns D&D Guitars.
Yeah, I watch it.
He's always wanted a podcast, and So parang, we don't have time, Darren. We never have time. And finally, the lockdowns. And now we have time. So we do it every week. And now, you're on the list of people who you get requested.
Okay.
See? So, please have Perf. Sabi ko, okay, I've got to try to catch him. But because of everything happening, diba, we don't talk as much.
Yeah.
So, but now, sabi ko, okay, when I see him, I'm going to ask him. So now I'm going to ask you. You're going to be our guest.
Game.
For the podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about you and your gear and what's happening. And diba?
Okay, let me know when. Let me know when.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have it. So there you go.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
Yeah. Abangan nyo yun. Now, let's see. So you're doing the videos. You're doing the daily music thing. You're also doing.
No, not. Yeah, I'm not posting the music daily because I'm doing the videos now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
but then the music goes into the videos anyway. So you're technically you're posting it.
I'm
still
doing
posting
music,
it.
but I'm not posting it every day like in the start of the pandemic.
Okay.
So now I keep it in a folder like mark videos. Videos. So it's like videos for music.
Nice. Ngayon, and then you're recording then, di ba? There's a behind the scenes sa recording session or practice session.
Not a sandwich. No, we're on a break kasi si Diego just had a new baby. We're all just playing shows. Pedicab is starting a new album, but that'll take a while. So nothing major in the pipeline. But I'm working with some people, parang here and there. Nothing too serious or ano.
I'm just shooting video for whatever is happening. There's no plan. Parang kahapon, parang sabi ko, hey, that was a good gig. Yeah, we should record. Okay, I'll call Shinji. Shinji, are you available? Okay, 5 p.m. Okay, I'm there. I have a camera. Alam mo yun, parang there's no plan.
And then you're also doing All Ride.
Yes.
Yan.
It's my way of connecting with friends. I just gravitate to them. I mean, it's people I know but never really get to hang out in normal times. But since we're neighbors and we like to bike, and it's safer when you bike because you don't have to, diba?
And then you're outdoors too.
Oh, tas konti lang yan. It's basically Shinji, si Bajao, si Echo, and a few other friends who are musicians then. And All Right is a project with my daughter. Parang for her to do something then, she's doing the business side of it. So she has the merchandise and talking to the suppliers and the people who buy the shirts and going to Lazada, and so she's in charge of all of those things and the websites. Wala akong alam dun eh. Pero parang I'll just do the videos and she does all the hard work.
Yeah, and then the podcast with Darren.
Yes.
Hi there. Perf the Caster here, and I hope you're enjoying this episode of Perf Talk. This is just a quick break from the discussion so that I can take care of a few announcements. Early June 2021, I released my signature pedal, the Bad 94 Distortion. You can click on the card above to go watch a full demo video here on this channel. I am very happy and overwhelmed by the positive response to the pedal. In fact, the first batch sold out within the first few days of announcing it. And the second batch is already sold out here in the US. Now, if you missed out on batches 1 and 2, don't worry because the third batch is currently in production. And as it stands, it looks like we can look forward to a fresh batch of Bad 94s every month moving forward. You can order the Bad 94 in the Philippines from gcrockboard.com and guitarpusher.com. In Japan and neighboring Asian countries from the Japan Pedal Builders Alliance official reverb store. And for the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, you can purchase or pre-order from my website, perfectodecastro.com. Now, I also want to thank all of you who have given their extra support for me and my work on this channel by buying the tabs, the merch, the shirts, the lessons, both video downloads and private instruction. Everything I make from these sales allows me to take care of the small team that helps me run this channel. So rest assured, we will do our very best to keep cranking out videos and content for everybody to enjoy. And when you get your shirt, your merch, or your pedal, or even take a screenshot of our lesson time together, don't forget to send me a photo either through Facebook or Instagram so I can feature you in future videos, as I have done with my friends right here. And finally, I want to invite invite you all to join my ever-growing list of Perftreons. By joining Perftreon, you'll get access to all the digital goods on my web store, all the tabs, the MP3s, and video lessons, including Perf Tracks, my brand new jam and lesson video bundles. You'll also get into the members-only area for exclusive members-only perks like advanced viewing of all my videos, my entire tab and backing track library, and also join in on monthly Zoom meetings. And of course, your name will be included in the list of Perftreons featured in my videos. And as Perftreon grows, the list of perks will grow as well. Now here's the current list of Perftreons as of this video. Thank you so much for your generous support. As always, all the relevant links will be in the video description, so do check them out. Now let's get back to Perf Talk. And then the videos you edit yourself din, di ba?
Yes, kaya terrible because I'm just editing it like cut to cut.
Editing is something I actually enjoy. Although there are times na it's like I come up for air and I realize that I edit more than I play guitar now.
That's right, no? Parang, like, I just sat down to edit at 7 a.m. and then I get a text parang, oh my God, it's 10. I started editing at 7 a.m. and it's 10 a.m. right away. Nakahubad pa ako parang, wait, I gotta put on some clothes. I have a podcast with Perf. So let me get ready, diba? Parang 3 hours. I don't play drums for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't even bike for 3 hours. But editing it was just like half a day. And you're editing like a 6-minute video, diba? Like, this is a 5, 6, 7-minute video. It's insane.
And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the time we record to tape. You know why?
True.
You know why?
Why?
Kasi you have footage, no? Let's say you want to condense it into 6 minutes. Pero from that 6 minutes, galing yan sa, maybe 3 hours of footage.
Exactly.
2 hours of footage.
Exactly. 2
Diba?
hours of footage times 2 cameras. Like, there's a GoPro on the bike, there's a handheld GoPro, and then you're choosing from 2 cameras, diba? Parang...
Yeah, exactly. Kaya ngayon, so the reason why I compare it to the analog tape era is dati there's still forward and rewind to get your cue so that you can punch in or you can record that little bit, diba? Ngayon, ang bagong version nun is skimming through 90 or 120 minutes of footage to grab that 2 seconds.
Exactly!
Tapos lalagay mo yun doon, skim ka ulit, tapos babalik-balikan mo, baka meron ka na-miss, and then gagawin mo yun sa susunod na camera.
Exactly.
kaya dati, di ba, we record if you're to record, let's say, vocals lang for 3 hours in tracks, maybe you'll finish half a song. Kasi
I'm so lucky I wasn't a singer in the 90s.
Di ba?
Nung kumanta ako, digital na.
Kahit hindi sa tracks kahit sa hit productions nun ADAT, tape. Hintay mo mag-sync yung 4 na SVHS, di ba? Sabay, tas, so, I mean, that's what video editing is to me now. Kasi the same amount of tedious work, it's kahit digital pa yan. I mean, imagine the old school editors where they splice the film. Kung ano yung hirap nila nun, no? I mean, we bemoan the inefficiency of the analog tape days. Paano pa kaya yung analog film, no?
I remember editing to VHS tape because I was masscom
Oh, yun.
So I remember like scrubbing manually talaga. Yes, yeah. Super time consuming.
Grabe, no? But I have actually it's one of my videos I have planned. I bought a karaoke machine.
What?
Dual cassette tape.
Oh my God, I love it.
That I have to figure something out, but that is the audio workstation of the 90s, di ba?
Exactly.
Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
So
I would tape an organ beat on one and then keep overdubbing.
Yeah.
Diba? And then balik-balik lang.
Flip
yes.
tapes, and then at the end of maybe 3 or 4 overdubs, your original track is shh.
Lo-fi na.
Lo-fi.
I would even do remixes. Like extend sections of the song, like play and ano lang, yung pause and bitawan mo pagdating doon para, yeah.
Oh, hindi. May extra kang tape deck nun.
Dalawa yung player niya eh. Yung karaoke nung neighbor namin, dalawa yung tape deck eh.
Yeah, and then that's also your guitar amp. That's your interface. That's everything. So I'm storyboarding that video now. Lalabas ko yun.
I'm excited to see that.
When you're ready for new pedal day, use discount code GCPerf10 at gcrockboard.com to get 10% off your entire order. You can use the code multiple times and there is no expiration date. Enjoy. So, ngayon, just to start wrapping up, with all these things, what is there left for you to conquer?
I just watched Soul. Did you see it?
Yeah.
The Disney movie.
Amazing movie, yeah.
Parang, I'm not thinking about conquering anything. It's just trying to live life to the fullest each day. Diba parang, I never had big goals. I have a daily goal. Parang, what am I gonna do today? I gotta finish a video, bike in the afternoon, and maybe work out. That's it. Or see Erica, or say hello to the kid. Alam mo yun? Parang, I have daily things that I want to do, but nothing formal. Or parang, we're recording something. Okay, I'll see you on Thursday. Wednesday, we're going biking. Parang ganun. So parang soul. But I want to do many things too. I wanna play live again. First thing is to get vaccinated. Hopefully the vaccines roll in for the citizens, the soon here. Get your close family and friends vaccinated, so it'll be safer. And then work will follow.
Is there anything in particular that you've been wanting to do that you're starting to finally take a step towards?
Nothing at the moment. I'm just winging it one day at a time. I'm excited about this new band that doesn't have a name yet, oddly enough. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen to it because diba, I don't know if it's still going to be a band when things open up. Diba? It might be a cool side project, but we're giving it 110%, just like anything else.
Well, yun. How do you give 110% into all your projects na minsan parang sabay-sabay?
Oh, you just commit to it eh. Punk rock eh. Diba? Parang,
commitment, no?
There's no other way. You can't, diba? Parang when Badja was playing drums, I was dancing around eh. I can't dance. But we were talking about that lady dancing, so I was like dancing around like a fool. And, diba? You gotta give. And then, yung pinadala niyang pagkain, yung ni-request ni Shinji is like masarap na burger. Yung pinakamasarap sa Marikina eh. Diba? You don't just have, diba, Mickey D's delivered or Jollibee. Yung pinakamasarap na burger. Diba? You always give it 110%. Diba? There's no other way eh.
Yeah. Grab life with two hands.
Oh. Yeah. All the way.
All the
You don't bend a note just to bend it. Diba?
Yeah. Pigain mo pa.
Commit and do it. You gotta commit.
Nice. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Okay, so I will start wrapping this up. Thank you so much for your time, Rames.
Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you for
anytime.
the insight, and maraming makukuha yung viewers natin ito because you're a very infectious person. That's what I can. That's what I can say.
Like a virus.
Yeah. I know what your next project is. I'm gonna infect you all.
Infectious grooves.
There you go. Okay, so do all the good stuff. Go to Rame's channel, support everybody. Hindi separate yung mga stuff mo, no? Like all the podcast is on your YouTube channel.
Yes, unfortunately.
And all
right.
right,
I don't want to do none. Yeah, it's just all there. Yeah. It's just all of me.
Yeah.
So
it's easier.
It could be music, bikes, or random things. Like we caught a snake the other day, so it's going to be there soon.
Oh,
we caught a cobra.
I saw a clip somewhere. Na
it's gonna be there soon. So yeah,
teka,
it's random things.
Kanino yung pinanghuli nyo? It's like
Animal control.
Okay.
So yung anak ni Shinji, si Stu, nasungkit niya ng kawayan. I think it's a pet na nakawala.
Oh.
Kasi malaki na eh.
Yeah.
Sobrang laki, tsaka hindi siya magaling sa wild.
Oh, okay.
So feeling ko hindi siya sanay sa wild, 'di ba? Feeling ko nakatakas. So nasundot ni Stu, tas kinuha ko yung kawayan, dinaganan ko until dumating yung yung animal control, which took a few minutes. Thankfully, because we didn't know what to do. But nobody wants to go near.
I was wondering, kanino yung stick na yun?
May kawayan lang doon sa pangsampayan, tas nakaganon lang, pero may panghuli yun. Yung panghuli din sa dog.
Yung may loop,
tube
diba?
na may noose, may loop na ganun.
Okay. So, yun, exciting stuff happening. So, it's easy, Raves is easy to find. I'll put all the links in the description and in the end screen of each video. So, anyway, do all the good stuff, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys again soon. Cheers.
Thanks, Perf. Thank you for having me, and it's always great talking to you.
Oh, yes.
We'll have you soon
Pleasure
on our
is mine.
podcast.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm looking forward
Stay
to that.
cool.
I'm looking forward to that.